Hello, I am Austin Harrison, and welcome to IV Games Weekly Live. Did I do it right that time?
I think you did.
Awesome. This is Zach Dixon.
Hello.
And that is
Good
Max
job.
Anderson. Thank you. They are
Hello.
our very special guests.
Coming out hot.
That are always here, so not actually that special. But
We took a week off, so Austin got to practice his opening.
oh, that's actually what I did all day
Yeah.
last Friday.
Yep.
Actually, I think I moved out of my house all day last Friday. So
Yeah.
It's been a wild
How
couple days.
are you enjoying sleeping on my couch?
It's a little lumpy, but it's the dog on top of me that makes it terrible. So
Yeah.
no, I'm not on
The
Zach's
baby's screaming in the night, you know.
couch. Yeah, that would be 3 babies at your house if we did that. So I'm kind of glad. That's not the case. But thank you for
Oh, you
offering.
mean
you're
your
counting
baby?
yourself for a
I thought it was
second.
like the 2 children and me, the other baby.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no. Anyway, welcome to Ivy Games Weekly. This is a very busy day. We are doing a lot of content for Veiled Fate today. And so because of that, we're going to jump right into what we're talking about today.
What are we talking about
We
today?
are talking about our board games motivational profiles.
Oh, what is that?
This is something from Quantic Foundry.
Like it?
And they do, I think they started with video games, but they do basically personality profiles where you'll take a survey and get like results back on the type of games you like or you would like, and also the type of gamer that you are.
Sure.
They came out with a board games one, and it went wild on our Discord, and so we thought that we would take it as a team
We did.
and then talk about the results.
Yes, I'm
Were you surprised?
pretty salty about my results. I just feel like I don't know, maybe it's accurate,
You can retake
but
the quiz so you get it what you want.
yeah, that's something I would do.
Yeah. Just game the game.
What does this remind me? It's like what are the personality, like the
It's like the
disc and
Facebook
the
Profile, like
'cause
I'm Groot, I think, on
Wait,
the Facebook.
what is these all the ENTJPs?
INTFP,
Which one is that?
JK.
You know what I'm talking about? It's not disc.
What's the wing? You
Oh,
know the
that's
wings?
that's Enneagram.
The Enneagram's the wing. That's
Yeah,
that's
that's
nothing
not
like
what
this.
he's talking about.
Yeah.
No, but what's the
Two wing,
INT
three.
How is
baby.
that not the how is it
INTF?
the INT thing?
ENTJ?
Yeah.
Is that what you are?
I don't know.
I
can't
just say
remember.
random letters when people ask me. what I am.
Yeah. But the disc is different. I don't know. It's one of those.
It's one of those. This is not really like that. This was a way more fun test to take. It was like, hey, what's your favorite board game?
It's true. It was pretty fun to take.
I enjoyed it.
Everyone go take it right now.
Yeah, it's at Quantic
Press the
Foundry.
pause.
Something. Just Google Quantic
Go
Foundry.
or
board
just
game
listen to
test.
us drone on in the
We'll
background.
put a link in the description. So this was something that I was not surprised by my results, but you were a little bit
Yeah.
not surprised but frustrated. Max, were you surprised by yours?
No.
No.
I mean,
okay.
like some small parts of it, but not overall.
All right, so we're going to talk about each one individually and what did or did not surprise us. I'm going to start with mine because I'm have a big ego.
It's true.
All right, so
You heard it here.
this is my profile. I skew very hard to strategy and conflict, and aesthetics was actually really high for me, 83%.
Yeah. I mean, your graph is aesthetically pleasing.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
mirrored top and bottom.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Social manipulation was my highest stat at 85%. My wife saw us post about this.
Oh, did
and
she take it?
No,
Oh.
no, she would never take this. No, but she thought my
What does that
results.
mean?
I don't know. She thought my results were really funny, and she said, "I have been scarred by the social manipulation at 85%. After I witnessed him manipulate an entire room full of his family during an innocent game of Mafia, I learned a lot about my husband that day."
Innocent game
There are
of
no
mafia.
yeah, there are no
It's
innocent games.
called
Get out
mafia.
That might be one of my most proud gaming moments, even though Mafia is like a very it was basically just like a hand of poker cards that we like.
Yeah.
Queen is this, and it wasn't like a big gaming moment, but I did manipulate my entire family, and I'm proud of it.
Nice.
My wife is a little bit more scared of me though,
Yeah.
so maybe that's not a good thing. Anyway, so sorry, Zach, almost killed Zach. So it was interesting. Like I went and looked at my recommendations of games that I should play based on this, and it was things like Spice Road and Rising Sun, and then games I have played like Twilight Imperium and Blood Rage and Scythe, and Scythe,
Both.
both. And it definitely got me. I think. Like I think that this
Yeah.
is an accurate representation
Okay.
of me. However, I do like social fun games.
What does that mean? Social fun. all board games are social fun.
Yeah, except for when you play Monopoly and someone cries.
But
For the winner.
Social fun for the winner. Is a social fun game where there are no winners and everyone wins and everyone's happy?
see, yeah, I don't know. I think it's like a little bit. So maybe I just take issue with the. I don't know. It's like strategy versus social fun. Like I think it's interesting that those are on. I don't know.
On the same
Like it's on
metric?
the same.
It's like two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know. Maybe I also just don't understand how this works because somehow it seems like they don't fight against each other even though they're on the same axis.
Yeah, I think they
but-
don't fight against each other. Like it can skew all the way
Yeah, I
over.
think it says motivations between clusters tend to be statistically unrelated.
Got it.
Got it. Okay, well that's good to know.
I like that.
But
So-
I love games like Tortuga. Tortuga is in my top 10 games.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I would classify that as social fun.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Social fun. I
What
think
is it?
all board
Yeah,
games
all
are
games are
social
social
fun unless
So
you're
it's
playing
like
by
social
yourself.
fun like
no,
Sushi Go, and
I
it's
know
like
what they mean.
The
I
stakes
think,
are low. I don't.
Yeah, like there was a lot of questions about
Well,
like games that are lighthearted and stuff. But what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I
Max?
think more just in like how important is it to you that
Hmm.
people are having fun?
Oh man, I hope
That,
my
like,
social
the
fun's not
game
this
is
low though.
about the enjoyment of the group.
See, yeah.
It really.
People must
Says
hate
a lot about you.
playtesting. People must hate playtesting with me because I'm just like, yeah, I don't care if you have fun. I'm just in it to win. Is that true, Discord? Is that what I do? I don't know.
It is what you do
Um.
in life.
Anyway, cool. All right, that's mine.
Who's
Well,
next?
what's your
Max. Oh.
need to win motivation?
Where do I see that?
You got to scroll down in your.
Okay, I'll go to it. My need to win motivation is
Mine's pretty high.
Oh, it's just a number. Mine's 73%.
Oh, 71.
I don't even see this, guys.
I don't know.
It's under strategy versus relaxed thing.
Oh, okay. I'm there, but I don't see a number. Need to win 90%. Whoops.
Wow, very
Whoops.
competitive.
Oh yeah.
This is why Austin gets a little salty when we play board games.
What? I feel like you get saltier than I do.
No.
When you lose?
No, that's because I
What?
just don't lose. You don't ever
Oh
get the
my
chance to see my
gosh.
salty side.
That is ridiculous. I've never heard something so ridiculous in my life. All right. Before we get salty about this, it is time to move on to Max.
Who's next?
It's
Max.
Max.
Let's see the difference. Oh,
Let's do a little bit of like
Look
a
at
jump
that.
back and forth.
look at that. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. The strategy side's pretty similar. Social manipulation for you is
I
pretty
know,
high,
like
Max.
conflict way less than you.
Yeah, conflict is way
High
lower.
on the social manipulation, high on the strategy.
You definitely like co-op games more than I do, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty out there.
Yeah, because my co-op was yours is 58%, mine was 37%. So, but I mean, I love Gloomhaven, but that has high conflict, I guess.
Interesting. Talk about your like low conflict score, Max. What do you think that's getting at?
I think just some of my most hated games are like the ones that are just like cutthroat and like active conflict. Those just
Like take that mechanics.
usually cause everyone but one person to have a bad time.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like permadeath / like getting kicked out of a game because you lost games?
Like before the game's over?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
What do we play any games that are like that? Like what popular games
mean,
have
there are
permadeath
games that
mechanics?
are
Risk
like
is a
them.
classic one,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair. And you play Risk. You're the only one that consistently plays Risk
Yeah.
in this group.
but it's by email, and so who cares if you're out?
Yeah. Who cares? It's just over.
That's
You
fair.
just don't get emailed anymore.
Yeah.
That's sad though.
Fine.
I'm permanently permadeathed in Max's Risk games because he never invites me.
Yeah, that's true. Me too. Thanks, Max.
I thought we were gonna start one.
I'm in,
I'm
dude.
in.
I'm
Let's
in.
do it.
We'll make Sam
Okay,
play.
I'll start one today.
Great. All right. I'm so excited.
Sam's in too.
What is the discovery? What does discovery mean?
Oh, I mean, we could save to talk about that in mine because I'm very high on Discovery. So
All right, we'll save to talk about it in 10 seconds when we go to Zach's.
Right.
Max, you had a
Yeah,
90
mine's strategy.
Yeah, yours is your obviously dominating feature is strategy. Is there games that it recommended that you play that you hadn't played yet? So there's a little button that says.
Oh, I didn't see
Uh,
that. That's
yeah.
board game recommendations.
Yeah,
Look at
there's
this.
the top one is Russian Railroad.
Oh yeah,
Which I've never
seen
heard
stuff.
of before.
I've seen stuff for that.
I don't think I've ever even heard of that.
But it's definitely sold out everywhere, so
Yeah.
I can't get it.
Oh, Myers-Briggs
Which is
is
a real
the
shame.
INFJ thing.
Myers-Briggs. There
Yeah.
it is.
Sorry, Ian. Thank you for
Thank you.
telling us that. Totally missed your advice there.
There's
Hey, Russian Railroads is
there's
on
one
mine.
line in
the bottom.
Huh?
Russian Railroads is number
I think
10
we're
on my
done.
list.
We're talking about Max right
I'm
now,
sorry.
Zach?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mr.
Come
Max.
Mr. Max.
Under my strategic thing, there's a line in it that I think was like, under the need to win thing, where I was like, okay, I kind of get that. It says people that have a high need to win and a very high on strategy. It says winning against a worthy opponent is a tangible marker of being competent and highly skilled.
Ooh.
And I was like, that's like most of what I think about, like especially like chess and stuff like that. It's like hardcore, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And
Like,
it's
you
interesting.
besting one other person in a very strategic game.
It is interesting that they had the qualifier of like it's not just winning; it's like winning against someone that's good. That does make a big difference. I could play board games
Yeah.
versus my son, and I'd probably win all of them. He's not even 2 yet, so that seems like
Seems a little unfair
Yeah.
and mean.
except for Candyland. He has just as good of a shot of winning Candyland as I do.
Yeah.
But that's hating on Candyland. All right. Zach, yours looks very different. Just for reference, going to go back to mine, then Max's, then Zach's. Your gray box is huge.
It's huge, because
Yeah, why is it so big?
I'm a man of
Also, social manipulation
very
is so high for
very
you.
wide I'm a very eclectic, wide taste in board games.
Except for your blue box is very small.
Okay, so here's my problem. So I feel like I answered these questions honestly, but one of the things that I had trouble with is I didn't know if I was answering. So if there is a fictional group of people that are identical to me, that have the identical tastes,
Okay.
I would play very different games
Than what you play normally.
reality
Ah,
of the
okay.
people, because I feel like I am the curator of most gaming experiences that we have, right? Whether that's
Wow.
family or, with the exception of you, right.
And Max.
And yeah, and so but more often the times when I'm playing games, I'm picking out games for other people, and so
Right.
I'm curating. So I feel like about halfway through, I'm like, should I be answering this with that in mind, or should I just be answering
Your
if
preference.
my personal taste in a vacuum, outside of the context of the friends I play with, or
Yeah.
the times that there is. So I kind of switched halfway through, and I maybe should take again, just thinking about literally just what I could play if I could just play whatever I wanted.
Yep.
But it's hard to take out that kind of curation mindset, which
Totally.
is a little bit of a bummer, because the social fun part of it, that is something
9%.
I have. I
9%.
I really do value that
He
at a
doesn't
table.
like
That's
anyone
like-
else having fun.
That's the main selling point of both Moonrakers and Veiled
I
Fate
don't know how it
is that
happened.
it is a socially fun game that forces you to interact with other people. And Zach got a 9% in that category.
See, I think the social fun category in this quiz is synonymous with light games.
Oh,
No, you don't think that's true?
I don't.
No.
Okay.
I think
well,
there's so many in there that are specifically about how much do you care about the enjoyment that everyone's having.
Zach's
See, but the thing is, I literally do
no.
care about that so much. To me,
We do talk about
a
that.
game night is successful if I think everyone at the table had fun.
Yeah. But as long as you
Your
had
profile does not
more
show
fun.
that.
It does not show that. So I don't. Either I am broken or the test is broken.
Um,
I am broken.
it's probably you.
So super high on discovery.
Yeah,
and
tell us about that.
So, and I think this is pretty accurate. So gamers who score high on this motivation are discoverers who have a broad interest in rule sets, game mechanics, and the bases that are enabled and emerge from different game systems. To this end, they enjoy keeping up with new game releases and staying up to date with the current meta.
95%. That is strong.
Yeah, and I just
No, that fits your personality.
Yeah, I love, I feel like, playing a new game that has a new mechanic is I don't know, it just unlocks a new part of my brain, a new set of problem solving.
Yeah.
I just think that is such a fun experience. So yeah, I think it's just if I can find a game that has a new mechanic that I've never played before or never seen before, I think there's a high probability that I'm going to like that game.
Cool.
So, interesting enough, the highest of my not played yet,
Was Veiled Fate?
Root.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh no.
number 1.
Nice.
I
It's
was
just
really
sitting
thinking
there.
it would be Azul.
No, it's not Azul.
Oh no.
Well, I'm down there shortly, and we can play Root all together.
And then that'll be great. Wait, when are you coming down?
Less than a month.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
That's very exciting.
So the other thing I was super high on is that social manipulation. It's interesting though because I don't like. I would say that social deduction games are not like my favorite genre by any means.
No.
But I just really like I like games where there's like some kind of like bartering economy
Yep.
or some kind of like I do really enjoy the meta of a game, like the social dynamics that are at play of just like, we're playing with Austin and he wins a lot, so everybody's trying to
You
trying
literally
to-
just said you win all the time.
well, I'm socially manipulating
I know.
this conversation.
It's the worst.
No, like using those like things that are outside of the game but are still part of the game as strategy, and I just like, I don't know, I enjoy that. So.
Yeah, I think we all had a pretty high rating for that, right? Max, what was your social manipulation? 74. I think I was 85. Zach, you're 93? Yeah. I mean, we all really fit into that well, and I do love controlling the like perspectives at the table through my words and actions. And so that is something that we talk about in like Veiled Fate on the tabletop sim when we play, is like, you don't have to talk, lie, do anything to play this game. You can just make your actions and let them speak for themselves. But controlling people's perspectives of like, Zach's used yellow like 4 times, and suddenly everyone's watching Zach because whether it's true or not, like people are then, I'm going to associate yellow with Zach. And this doesn't make tons of sense to you because you haven't probably played the game yet, but you can really subtly manipulate people's perspectives while they're playing a game, or be like, gosh, Zach's gotten so many victory points in the last few turns. I really don't think we can trust him or trade with him anymore. And suddenly people are less likely to trade with Zach.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And we love doing that to each other.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, just that like managing of your own like clout in a game, or managing of your own like perception towards the other players.
Yep.
And like I just think that's such an interesting part of tabletop games. And I don't know, I think it's easy to find that in a lot of different games that might not be called like a social game, or like or a social manipulation or social deduction game. Like I think it's present everywhere, and I love when games like allow for that kind of thing.
So our Discord and YouTube chat are saying that we need to play Sheriff of Nottingham together because it has the trading, it has the social manipulation. I don't think we've played that game together.
I haven't played it.
I haven't played it.
I've heard a
Max,
ton
I'm sure
about it.
you've played it.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. We'll play it with you when you come down next month.
I had a super low immersion score. What were you guys immersion?
Immersion's like how
30
deep into like lore and stuff you get, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, ours was pretty low
Yeah.
around the board.
That's
Max
interesting.
was 33%. Oh, I was high. I lied. I'm 61%. That's probably the D&D side
Which,
of
like,
me. Like,
yeah.
I love the deep backstory type stuff. And like just like RPG backstories and things like that. That's probably where that came from. Because like I don't need tons of flavor text on cards when I'm playing a game, like a strategy game. But then at the same time, I love that Twilight Imperium has like deep lore that I can
Yeah, I
go
was
and
thinking
like learn
about Twilight.
about. Yeah. So
Yeah, the reason why I think I ended up low on immersion, because like even when I'm playing D&D, maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but like I feel like I'm not like hopping into character. Like I don't feel like I need to like be
I don't know. You had a
immersed.
great Hobbit voice when we played.
Did I? I don't
No,
remember.
you
I
never.
did not.
You never
Yeah,
did
yeah.
that.
Just his regular
The one
voice.
thing you did was you every time you got a kill, you flipped your hood up.
Oh yeah, yes.
That's all I remember
That was,
about
it
that
was
campaign.
very cheesy.
I loved it.
I don't know. Like I feel like I don't. Maybe it's also I just don't have a problem feeling like immersed in games that I play. Like, and most of the games that we choose, like, I don't know. They're just like, they consume your mind enough, and that's like enough. That's all it takes for me to feel like I'm immersed in a game. So like,
Right.
I don't feel like I need to become a character
Right,
to
right, right.
enjoy playing a game. Not
So-
that I'd knock that, but what do you think, Max?
I don't know. It seemed more. Maybe it's also wrapped into aesthetics, but like it just seemed more like it was like how thematic games have to be for you to
Enjoy them.
like get into them, because a lot of them felt like it was taking that route in the questions,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
I
just
agree.
like most of the time I like Euro games, which are notoriously non-thematic. So
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, no, I agree. All right, so instead of doing games we're excited about, we're going to talk about games that match our profile.
Ooh.
And this was Max's idea, so thank you, Max. I think it's perfect for today. We're going to start with me because I was first, and remember, my ego is big. The game that I felt matched my profile really well is Cosmic Encounter. It was a close call between
Love this game.
Twilight Imperium, Star Wars Rebellion. There are a lot of games that I put up there as matching really well, but Cosmic has a lot of really fun social manipulation. It has a lot of really fun strategy elements. I would say the one part that possibly doesn't fit my profile is that there is a good bit of luck in Cosmic. And I do not think that necessarily fits my profile, but this came up really high on games that I should play. And of course have played many times with many of the expansions that Zach owns. So I love the feeling of using your power in a way that the other opponent hadn't thought about. And like that strategic part of like, how can I use my special ability to the best use? And it's just like sometimes those strategic payoffs feel so good.
Oh yeah.
Zach, what do you I think you would say this game fits your playstyle
Yeah,
as well,
especially
too.
because of Discovery. Like I think Cosmic was my first big introduction to asymmetry in games, and that just kind of like blew my mind because it was really the first time it was like, whoa, like all of us are so different in power, and like, I mean, in expansions and stuff, I think it gets a little out there. Like there, you can definitely get a bad pairing and it really ruins the game. But overall, I think it's like, with the amount of variety that like you have with just what different players, like it feels like such a different game every single time you're playing with those different matchups. And so like, I don't know, we were on a big Cosmic Encounter kick for a while.
We played
I think
it
because
a
of that.
lot. I do remember, speaking of your like unequal asymmetric powers, I remember choosing first one time, and I got the one that was like, you're not supposed to choose first. I think you're supposed to choose simultaneously. But anyway, I chose the one that was like, just gives you tons of attack power. And then right after that, Zach chose the one that you win if you have the least amount of attack power. And I was like, my game is over.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I am not going to be able to win this game. And it was true. Zach won that game. So there are some things like that bug me, but overall, it's had some really amazing moments at the table for us.
Yeah, I feel like this was
yeah.
one of my favorites for a while, but I feel like Max, you're not as hot on it, maybe.
I mean, I think it was overplayed for a while. It
Yeah.
just always hit the
Sorry.
table. But I think we have to talk about like Dune because it's just sitting by you, Austin, right now.
I was going to
like,
talk about this too.
I
Yeah,
mean,
go ahead.
that fits just exactly in with like we're talking about like TI and Rebellion for you, Austin, and then like Cosmic Counter and all those. I feel like liking all of those means you're gonna love Dune.
So I have not played
same
Dune,
thing.
but I have played Rex, and Rex is like a reskin from what I know of Dune. It's based on Twilight Imperium's lore,
Oh, cool.
but it's mostly the same game. I think I haven't played Dune yet, and so this is extremely high on my to play because it does have that like social manipulation element a lot, like Cosmic does.
Like heavy asymmetry.
Heavy asymmetry and social manipulation. I'm trying to guess if I do like asymmetric games. I think I like some
All your games you love
asymmetry.
are
I know. But like I don't. All right, we're gonna have to come back to me on that because I think I don't like it, but then all my favorite games have it, so that's a problem. All
That
right,
checks out.
Max, you chose Food Chain Magnet.
Yeah.
Tell us about this game and why it fits your profile.
Magnate.
I love this game. I don't know.
Magnet.
I've heard both.
Magnate. Magnet.
It's not Magnet.
I know. I was joking.
I
That's
don't know.
All right, Max, take it away.
So one of my favorite games, and definitely fits the like just high strategy, like relatively, like I guess there is more conflict in this.
Oh,
than-
4.2 out of 5 weight. That's high.
It is not that. I don't trust these. Like there are games that are so much harder than this, and like
2.57.
that are much lower. And like I don't see any difference between Cosmic and Food Chain, and like how easy it would be to teach something like that to someone.
Oh, interesting.
But maybe it is just like a more based on how much you need to know the game before you're good at it, or like just strategy wise.
Yeah,
maybe
maybe.
that's a big factor in weight. Because this one is like it's very unforgiving. Like you are controlling your own little restaurant
Empire.
chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and against everyone else's chain. So like you're like marketing for burgers or pizza, and then trying to like get the supply and demand going, and unforgiving in that like someone could make a bad first move, and because of how everything cascades and builds off of that, like they would just pretty much be guaranteed to lose by just doing a dumb first move.
Fun.
And that is like not it's not easy for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's like especially because like it just ramps up to where like you're going through the bank, and when the bank's empty, the game's over. But like I'd say 2/3 of the bank is depleted on like the final 2 turns of the game, and so much less so early on because it's just like getting up there, and then you're just gonna lose.
I think I remember you telling me
Pretty
about
hard.
this. Yeah, like a lot of the decisions that really matter, or a lot of the points kind of come at the end. So there's a lot of like setup and payoff.
Yeah, which is I love so
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Like laying that groundwork and then seeing it come to fruition.
It's such a good
And
feeling.
like, oh, it's good.
Do you
It
feel
is-
like you run out of time a lot? Like have you had games where you just get to the end and none of your plans paid off, or do you feel like?
Oh yeah, because it's a small window because like you can push too far and you don't like turn over at the right time, and someone else turns over a little before you, and so they end up getting all the money, and it's like very specific order in which it pays out.
Yeah.
And so like if their restaurants are all numbered lower, they're gonna get all that money first, and so it's just like a little bit of like pricing them out. Oh, there's so much deep stuff there.
Yeah, that's super cool. Any food chain fans in the chat?
I'm
Let us know.
sure there are. So
Is that playtime accurate? That's a pretty wide
2 to
window.
4?
2 to 4 hours. I guess probably
Yeah,
play count.
honestly, yeah, it's one of those things because we've played really long games where like we've almost had to just end it because it was going too long.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What do you mean
like,
just
it
end
got-
it? You just like 3
Like,
hours in, it's
it's-
like, we don't really need to finish this.
gosh,
Well,
that
it's
would
like
kill me.
1 a.m. So it's like
right.
I think we just need to be done. It's like never gonna end. But it's just a really interesting game because there's a lot of things that like elements that make more money get paid out for each restaurant. And if you're not playing those, which we weren't that game, it could go on forever.
Oh, wow.
And so like
That's weird.
well, just because like you're paying your employees, and so sometimes turns are just like you get money and then pay it all out. And so it shouldn't be like that, but we're like, man, this game is not working. And then other games, they're definitely hitting like 1.5 to 2 hours.
Oh,
Interesting.
that's not bad.
Do you slight that against the game, like the game design? Or do you- yeah.
The design wise, this is so interesting to me because I love this game, and it just felt like they just made this thing, and they're like, we think this is fun, and it's not going to be for everyone.
Yeah.
Let's throw this stuff in a box, no insert, and just send it out there for 100
Oh,
bucks and
mercy.
see what happens. And it's so interesting to me, and I kind of like the nonchalantness is attractive in like that capacity.
Yeah.
And so I can't like it's almost I can't slight anything against this game because it just feels like this is what they wanted it to be.
That's interesting. I love the cover where it says 100% dice free, like
I
it's
know.
MSG or something.
Yeah.
Like that cracked me up. Yeah, I mean, bring it. We'll play it.
Yeah.
I
Sounds great.
haven't played it yet, so I'm always wanting to try new games,
So good.
especially crunchy games. So Zach, tell us about the Island of El Dorado. You
Yes.
just got this.
I just got this per recommendation from the Discord. I think it was like on sale on Amazon or something, and I don't know. I'm a sucker for a nice box, and it was just really minimal and interesting. And a couple things about it really piqued my interest. Got to play it the other night with my wife and sister-in-law and her boyfriend.
Which they aren't like serious gamers, I wouldn't say.
No. Like they enjoy Moonrakers. So like, but I don't know. Maybe just because like they're like
Zach made this.
yeah,
We'll pretend we like it.
No. They genuinely seem to like it. I don't know. But I don't know. It was incredibly fun, and I think it really hit my chart well for a couple of reasons. Discovery was a big one because I haven't really played a game that I think does exploration well before, and like that kind of it's like literally discovery, but it's like the there's a name for this mechanic, and it's completely escaping me right now. But like, everybody starts on a tile, and then as you move out, you flip over new tiles and discover the map as you go. I loved that. I thought it was super fun. And it also had some aspects of social manipulation in that there is bartering throughout the game. You're collecting resources and you're able to trade with each other. Interestingly, there was not a lot of trading this game, but I think it was all of our first game playing it. So like a lot of, everyone was learning kind of all together. So I think that like hindered that like social aspect of it too. But there was also that like interesting, like everyone was kind of ganging up on me. Like,
is it because you're the pro?
They didn't want me to win. I mean, just because.
Don't say it.
Because I never win, and they're very mean. And so it hit that social manipulation part for me. My conflict score is at 51%, and I felt like it was. I don't know. It was like competitive.
There's some conflict, but not.
Yeah, there was
that
some
much.
conflict, but it didn't feel like ever vindictive or like. I don't know, but with that social manipulation, it has like, it actually reminds me, the combat feels a little bit like Twilight Imperium, but like a very light version of it, right? Like there aren't a lot of wars in the game,
right?
It's like I think there were maybe like 3 or 4 battles like the whole game, maybe two or three. But the battles, like it's like you're trying to get everyone into position well, and you roll the dice. But there's also that aspect of it where it's like, you really have to like spend a lot of effort, like in Twilight Imperium, like to like set yourself up for a war. Like it really takes a lot of your focus and takes your focus away from other aspects of the game. And so there's that element of like trying to jockey other people, like, oh, you should go after him, like you should go war right now or you're gonna lose, or like if you don't do this, like kind of like playing the table a little bit towards like like getting people into fights, or like trying to get people to come after you into the cave. There's this like cave in the game that's its own separate map.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's really great game, and the aesthetics I think are top notch. Like I think it's a little, it's like a little understated. The minimalism is perfectly executed, I think, and just like nice materials, nice textures, just A plus in my book. It's a good like light medium weight.
Now, most important question. Did you win?
I did win, yes.
Okay. So the rumors are true.
And social fun at 9%. No one had fun.
Yeah,
there was no
hates.
socializing.
Yep.
We were
perfect game.
We
for
were in
Zach.
separate rooms, really.
We were playing by email in the same house.
No, everybody had a great time, and they all wanted to play it again. So
great. Well, I have not played this game because social distancing sucks.
It does.
And I want to. I mean, the playtime is great. Do you think that was true?
Yeah, same.
I was teaching everybody. It's hard to say like exactly when.
Right.
I think we were under 90 minutes. I think.
Okay, that's not bad.
And it felt like a great hour and a half. Like it didn't ever feel long. Like it was really paced well. But I think like on our next playthrough we could get it to an hour maybe.
Yeah. Where would you rate it? I mean, right now it's a 6.9. That seems low for a game that you've talked so well about.
6.9. Interesting.
Yeah.
I gotta play it again. I feel like that feels low. I'll have to go check out what people aren't liking about it.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, I haven't played, so I can't comment on it, but it does seem low compared to like Zach. Zach usually has a really good opinion.
How many ratings
on
does it have?
things.
Where's that at?
1.3 thousand.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. So we'll have to check it out.
Y'all are sleeping on it.
Yeah, I'm ready to play it. Bring it back to the office. I'll steal it. All right. Well, that's the end of our game profiles. Time to do our Ivy Games update. We are less than a month out from the Veiled Fate Kickstarter, which is going to be on October 15th.
Yeah.
Very, very excited about that. We expect that the Moonrakers games will be arriving at QML today or in the next few days. Customs is a little bit of an unknown because it can take really short amount of time or a really long amount of time, depending. So we'll send out an update as soon as all the games have cleared customs. So be looking out for that Kickstarter update. And then other than that, yeah, we're just working hard on getting video content of gameplay out for Veiled Fate so people can see what this thing's like to play.
Yeah. Yep. We'll be working hard on it. We're going to be shooting more promo stuff. We got painted minis, which we've kind of showed but haven't like put on social
media. We showed them
media.
to the Discord.
Yeah, we showed them to the Discord and maybe a sneak peek on Ivy Games Weekly 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But we'll be shooting those more officially, so you can get a look at those. Some interesting things regarding a profit happening.
Is that today?
Who can say really?
Who could say?
Enter the temple.com though.
Enterthetemple.com.
Eyes emoji. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sweet.
Unless I should say more, but
I don't know. I think that was the perfect
Thank you.
Hype moment.
Yeah,
for
just be watching Instagram today.
Yeah. And every day.
And every day, yes.
And also join the Discord, because that's where all the fun things happen.
That is where all the fun things happen.
Cool. All right. That's all I have.
That's all I have. Max, do you have anything else?
Nope.
No. And no song you want to sing or?
Yeah. Where's the jingle? And don't do it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching today. Please leave us comments on what you thought, or if there are any things that you think we missed about our profiles. Zach's especially looks super weird, so you should tell him it looks weird. But if you think there's a game that fits our profile really well, please comment on that.
That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Good sleight of hand, Zach. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
I'm going to start a close-up magic show.
Yeah, that's perfect.
It fooled me, but I think it's the delay.
Okay.